I don't personally believe in that stuff just because of what I've come to understand about the way that the human body works, and the power of our thoughts. But fear isn't helpful in any way, shape, or form for your overall well-being. So there's been studies out there that will say if you've been diagnosed with a severely life-threatening disease or disorder or something of that situation, like cancer, for instance, the best thing for you is to stay in joy. Don't be afraid, because that fear is going to suppress your immunity response. So from a scientific perspective, fear is not helpful whatsoever. So going back to what I said before about the intelligent machine, I believe that if you put in energy towards your intelligence, your internal intelligence, if you put energy towards that, then that is 100% going to yield you a better outcome than believing that you don't have control over the situation and giving your power to an external force, which doesn't have any intelligence about your body.
For sure.
Doesn't know the nuances of what's going on in your body.
I don't eat meat. I'm sorry, eat meat. She doesn't eat meat. But one of the things with how the animal is like at a lot of these farms, the animals killed. Kosher is the animal not being killed in a stressful nature, because when it is killed in a stressful nature, you're eating stress.
For sure, yeah. All those chemical
and even
compounds.
when there's blood tests that can tell like how your cortisol levels are and a lot of different things, acknowledging the fear, because the way I move in the world when I'm fearful and when I'm not fearful, even being fearful, but like moving in a way that I don't even know I'm fearful, is less than just all of a sudden just being very fearful situation.
Sure,
and I don't agree with the self-help people that say fear is false evidence of appearing real, because they say it in a way that's 100% of the time.
Interesting.
Sometimes it is, sometimes it's not.
For sure.
If a lion's chasing you, you want to be fearful, so you'll be able to
there's a
to
benefit. That's why, yeah. I mean, we are animals.
For sure.
It's the reason why we have that. I mean, it can be beneficial in many regards, but I think, because we have that psychology part of us, we have a psyche, we have a mind memory, it gets trapped, and then now we're remembering something that made us fearful before, and now we're taking current information and now we're blending them together, and now we're making a big old molehill over like a little pebble, and that's how fear works. It's very compounding,
Sure.
Yeah.
So I have a question about Luigi, and and when you answer this, if you don't necessarily come to that, I can kind of add some more theories to it. Do you think he was more, as he killed somebody, do you think what got his psyche to the point that he felt killing an executive like that was the only option, and like a lot of people call him a modern day Robin Hood? Do you think he was coming from a place of, I think he was coming from a place of part victim, and he also had some bravery.
Yeah. He's
risking his life.
For sure.
In that moment, but also he may go to jail for the rest of his life.
Mm-hmm.
He may get suicided even before the case gets there.
Yeah.
So if I'm looking at it from a point of being that victim mentality, a lot of they get on the young people about having it, but a lot of people are having a victim mentality. Lots of complaining, but like very, very venomous in their complaining. So they're like powerful, but they're using their powerful to be a victim.
Yeah, it's an interesting conversation, because I strive to be in a heart-centered place and be compassionate driven. You and I, we've talked about that a lot, and how we can really literally change the world, not just ourselves, but change others around us by living in that way. And so this question is bringing me to that perspective of being compassionate and thinking about what could compel someone to make some type of decision like that. Here's the thing. We do need courage and we need bravery in order to create change in the world. we need people who are leaders, who are willing to put it on the line, to make a statement, to be bold. Like, that's a fact.
It's in movies. It's been in our history for a long period of time.
For sure.
What does that look like in 2004 and 2024 and beyond?
For sure. It's like, that is so important. But when we're doing it from a place of righteousness, when we're doing it at a place of anger, fear, revenge, I'm almost seeing it like hierarchy, in a sense of like, you think you're better, so you know what's best, so you're just gonna go off and you're just gonna take someone's life. I don't, in my own personal perspective, feel that anyone has the right to take the life of anything else. Like, that's just my personal belief system. And so a person who is saying, and I get the people who are like Robin Hood, or like they're doing what others wanted to do, like they're getting justice or whatever that is. But is it? Like, did all those people who lost their lives, like, what did they get out of it? Like, okay, you're being the face of, we're tired of it, and that's awesome. But how is that actually going to prompt change? And personally, really believe strongly that if you want to take action for the common good, well, then you need to be part of a common good. Meaning you have to be part of a community. It's not just one person deciding to do something. Then you're a tyrant like any other tyrant in that sense. Like, your justice, your jury, your prosecutioner, like, you're taking it upon yourself to take all of that onto yourself. And I question us moving in that direction, because then we're going way off, and then what is the real benefit in that sense? Like, if we want to create justice and change, is that the way to go?